Hi, everyone. I'm Shira. Welcome to your Princess of Power read-along book. Every time you hear this sound, it means it's time to turn the page in your storybook. Now, if you are ready, we will start the story, The Crystal Castle. Don't forget to turn the page every time you hear the sound. Okay? Now let's begin. The Crystal Castle is the most magical spot on all Etheria. It is located at the very top of a gigantic mountain, which stands at the edge of the Kingdom of Bright Moon. In the castle are gathered all the forgotten secrets of the first ones, Etheria's founders. Sometimes, when I am troubled, I go there to ask advice from Queen Angela, the mother of my friend, and Adora's Glimmer. Neither Angela nor Glimmer knows that Adora and I are really the same person. But Angela is so wise that I sometimes wonder if she suspects the truth. Usually, I try to solve my problems by myself. But sometimes I need extra help from Angela. At times like that, it's good to know I can count on her. This is the story of a time not so long ago when Adora had to go to the castle for Angela's help. It all started when Adora went to our friend Castaspella with her suspicions that Hordak was hatching some new evil plan against her friends in Whispering Woods. I knew I could count on you, Castaspella. What we need is one of your magic windows so we can view faraway places. I want to look in on Hordak and Shadow Weaver. I fear that those two are hatching some evil plans today. This magic was easy for Castaspella. Her power comes from a strange, star-shaped disc on her back. The disc spins round and around when she weaves one of her magic spells. Adora watched as the star began spinning. Then, right before her amazed eyes, a window appeared out of thin air. At first, the view through the window was foggy, but as Castaspella and Adora gazed on, the haze and fog began to clear. Soon they could see into Hordak's throne room, deep within the Fright Zone. Hordak, the cruel leader of the evil Horde, was being questioned by his wicked assistant, Shadow Weaver.
Tell me, mighty Hordak, how is work proceeding on your Magna Beam projector?
Hordak rubbed his hands together in glee.
Things are going splendidly, Shadow Weaver. As you know, the Magna Beam projector is powered by the energy and will of captured rebels. Just yesterday, my Horde troopers rounded up a particularly spirited group of rebel fighters from Whispering Woods. We have taken them to the Plunder Room, where their energy will be drained to fuel my amazing new weapon.
Wonderful, Hordak, simply wonderful. Once the Magna Beam projector is at full power, we can fire off a bolt of energy so powerful it will destroy Whispering Woods and all the rebels by sending them to the Valley of the Lost.
Correct, Shadow Weaver. Then, with the troublesome rebels out of the way, I, the mighty Hordak, will be the ruler of all Etheria!
Shadow Weaver saw only one problem.
Tell me, Hordak, what about Shira? Your last two evil plans had been thwarted by that meddlesome do-gooder. What makes you think she won't get in the way this time?
Yes, Shira. How could I forget her? She's the one who freed Force Captain Adora, and along with that other troublemaker, He-Man, turned Adora against us. Now, she is one of the rebel fighters.
Shadow Weaver reminded her leader.
Remember, Hordak, the Magna Beam projector has just enough energy for one blast. We can't afford for anything to go wrong this time.
You worry too much, Shadow Weaver. Adora has no magic powers. There's no way she could possibly learn of my new plan. And even if she did, how could she stop me? No, Shadow Weaver, no one will stop me this time. No one.
Castaspella and Adora watched all this through the magic window. Once they had seen all they needed to see, Adora turned to Castaspella and spoke. "Oh, that Hordak really burns me up! The nerve of him! Draining the energy from our brave rebels to fuel his Magna Beam projector! Well, we won't let him get away with it, will we, Castaspella? If Hordak were to take over all Etheria, the light and laughter would leave this world forever. We can never let that happen." Once Adora was out of Castaspella's sight, she pulled out her magic sword and shouted, "For the honor of Grayskull, I am She-Ra!" Bright sparks flew everywhere as I, She-Ra, felt my amazing powers grow stronger and stronger. A few seconds later, the transformation was complete. I had changed from Adora into She-Ra, Princess of Power. My horse Spirit was transformed too. Now he was Swiftwind, my flying unicorn, and with his strong white wings, he could carry me through the sky at amazing speeds. No one on Etheria knew my secret. They could never guess that their friend Adora, Prince Adam's sister, was actually She-Ra, Princess of Power. I shouted to Swiftwind as I climbed on his back. "Up, Swiftwind! You must fly as fast as you can! We haven't a moment to waste. Hordak may fire his Magna Beam projector at any time. We must find a way to stop him." Swiftwind turned his head toward me and asked,
"But where are we going, She-Ra?"
"There's only one place where I can find the answer to such a big problem. We must visit Queen Angela at the Crystal Castle." With Hordak planning to fire his Magna Beam at Whispering Woods and send all the rebels to the Valley of the Lost, I didn't have a moment to waste. Mounted on Swiftwind, I raced at top speed toward the Crystal Castle. It was there that I hoped to find some way to stop Hordak's evil plan. Once we were near the castle, Swiftwind turned to me and said,
"She-Ra, I cannot see the Crystal Castle. Are you sure it is nearby?"
"I am certain, good friend. The mountaintop where the castle rests is always covered by clouds. This helps protect the castle from evil intruders like Hordak and Shadow Weaver."
Then how will we ever find it, She-Ra? I cannot fly forever. My wings grow tired.
I reassured Swiftwind. "I have the power to clear away the clouds with my sword. Behold, Swiftwind, I shall reveal the Crystal Castle." With a wave of my shining sword, the thick gray clouds which surrounded the castle began to swirl wildly about and spiral skyward. Like a giant curtain going up, the clouds parted and revealed the shining, magnificent entrance to the castle. Once I landed, I left Swiftwind at the entrance and walked through the crystal double doors to the castle. The floor beneath me glistened like 1,000 diamonds, and the beautiful chandelier sparkled overhead. It was a strange feeling to know that all of this had been created just for me, that I was the one person on whom the fate of the planet rested. The sound of my boots echoed down the long, gleaming corridors, which led toward the special room where Queen Angela waited for me. As the doors to the special room swung open, I saw a beautiful sight before me. There, on a gleaming throne, sat Queen Angela. Her soft blonde hair flowed over her shoulders, and her strong white wings were folded peacefully at her side. A pale mist swirled about her. The bright golden sunlight poured in through the cut crystal windows of the castle. The moment I saw her, I knew that I could count on Angela to help me with my problem. She was wise and kind. I had the feeling that Angela knew why I had come to see her. Angela smiled at me, then spoke in a calm but firm voice.
Greetings, Shira, Princess of Power.
Hello, Angela.
Why have you come to the Crystal Castle this day?
When I told Angela of Hordak's plan to destroy Whispering Woods, her eyes grew sad and worried. She thought for a moment and then replied,
We cannot allow Hordak to succeed. I have a plan which may stop the evil Horde's wicked scheme. Come close, and I will tell you.
Angela's plan was simple but original. She knew of Castaspella and her magic powers, and she suggested that Castaspella set up a mystic shield over Whispering Woods. The shield might deflect the blast from Hordak's magna beam. Angela hoped that her plan would work, but she could not be certain.
Will Castaspella's shield be strong enough? That is the question. Both you and I, Shira, will have to use our powers as well to strengthen the shield. Now go quickly and have Castaspella begin her work. Hordak's attack could come at any minute.
Angela was wise when she told me to hurry, for Hordak's attack came sooner than we had expected.
Fire the Magna Beam Projector! Now!
Castaspella projected the magic shield just in time. It glittered like a giant bubble and covered the entire Whispering Woods. On the far horizon, we could see the bright flash of the magna beam as it roared out of the fright zone toward our home. To give the shield extra strength, I held my sword overhead and projected all my power through the sword and into the shield. The shield grew brighter and stronger, just as the bolt of energy struck it. For one terrible moment, everyone in Whispering Woods closed their eyes in fear. There was an enormous explosion and a blinding flash. When we looked again, we saw a wonderful sight. I cried out, "Look, Castaspella! Your shield worked! The magna beam bounced off the shield and is headed back into the fright zone." Hordak is in for a big surprise when his magna beam lands right in his own backyard. It serves him right. So thanks to the help of Angela and the Crystal Castle, Whispering Woods was safe from Hordak once more.